Hey, Covenant Church. I am Shane Booker. I'm the church planter in the Lower Ninth Ward, where you guys just sent almost 40 folks to come and help us serve our community. It's been a phenomenal week. We're so grateful for the investment that they made in our community and with our neighbors. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to Covenant Church. You guys have been phenomenal partners. We're so grateful for you.
My favorite thing about the mission trip so far is meeting a kid named Cyrus, and we hung out at the block party and played football and just had a lot of fun together and connected with him.
So I really love about New Orleans is that every time that I've come down here, my preconceived ideas that I've had previously are constantly being broken by God, and my heart is just consistently being broken by just the things that are happening down here. But it's still so inspiring to see that God is still working through all of that, and I just really love that about New Orleans.
I love coming down to the New Orleans trip because all of the community. When we were canvassing yesterday, I got to meet Shane's neighbor, Miss Tina. She was so amazing. She knew everybody when we were canvassing, and it's amazing how she came to the block party last year and she came this year, and she's helped us so much, and it's just been a blessing.
At the block party, I noticed that they all just kind of knew each other and they just cared for each other, and I was wondering why. I've never seen a community this close together. And I was reading the panels, and they've been through so much hurt. The death and devastation that I've read about, it's really sad. But then every time something terrible happens, they all come back together and they support each other, and that's how they keep pushing through. And it's inspiring, and I love to be down here.
It's really cool that we're hooking the chairs and the benches in that we built last year, and then we painted them this year. Now we're hooking them in. We built the planters 2 years ago, and now they're here too. Planted stuff last year, so it's cool that it's just all coming together.
So yesterday we went canvassing and we met this guy named James, and he does stuff for Mardi Gras. So he does the floats and decorates for it. And we started talking to him about you should come to the block party. Yeah, and so I was like, hey, if you want to come to the block party, you can invite your family and friends. And he held his hands out and he was like, look around, I have no one. And we thought that was really sad.
So we told him about Shane and that there's a community there that he can find people and connect. And then we prayed for him and prayed that he would find people. And
yeah, and then he showed us pictures of all his creations and his niece and how he made costumes for her for Mardi Gras, and they were really cool.
And he said he was busy yesterday, but he said next year to come find him, and he'll definitely come.
Yeah. So we're holding him up to that.
Yeah.
When I was canvassing, I met a lady named Nicole, and she was really sweet. And then I found her at the block party and talked to her for a little bit, and she told me about how she painted her whole house last summer and how she makes all this cool jewelry, and then she gave me a bracelet that she made, which was really cool.
Okay, so when I first learned about this, I didn't even know that it was true. And when I learned about it, I couldn't even put the scenery of how this story came to life. I mean, how true it was and how bad it was and how terrible for them what to do. Sorry, my throat. And how difficult it could have been for them, or how they're being beaten and had to deal with racism and just a lot of things that has hurt their feelings a lot.
Today I had the opportunity to meet Miss Leona, who immigrated to a white school the same day as Ruby Bridges with 2 other girls. Miss Leona and Ruby Bridges went to school together 4th through 12th grade, and whenever they were done with school, Ruby Bridges went off and told her story without mentioning those 3 other girls. And now nobody knows any of their story, even though they went through the same experiences and stuff.
Last year I met this kid named KJ. He was 3 years old. He's the most cool dude I've ever met. I got to hang out with him for a little bit, and that was fun. But this year he came back to the block party, and I got to hang out with him again. His mom remembered me. We got to take another photo. It was just the most incredible time. Just remember being able to talk to him,
My favorite part about the block party was seeing Nelly there. He's come every year that we've done it, and we've really been able to connect to him. He's been going to Shane's MC, and we just really, he knows all of us. He helped us set up and tear down, and it's just a blessing to have him and see the community connecting.